Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Behind the Hive. And I'm here with Emma, and we're getting ready to put on Formic Pro to protect the honeybees going into the season.
It's great to be here out in the yard to see the hive so busy and full of very active bees, and we obviously want to keep them healthy and protect them from the varroa mite using a formic acid treatment. It will help us meet our spring management goals. What are some of those?
Our spring management goals is to build the colonies so that they're ready for the honey flow. We want a box of bees and brood in this area by beginning of July. So all our other activities, we have to back up from that time frame. So today we're in the first half of May, so that's the ideal time for this area if we're going to treat prior to doing our queen work. Got 3 different hive configurations in the yard. One is a single brood chamber, queen excluder, and then a super that was put on that is a feed reserve super made up of pollen and frames of honey, and that gives them strength. And that was put on about 3-4 weeks ago. So they've drawn down and are rearing brood with those resources, and they're ready to treat. We also have a standard double brood chamber colony that went into the winter as a double brood chamber, so there's no queen excluder in between, and we treat those by placing the strips in between the brood chambers. Then this is a single brood chamber colony, and we'll show you how to treat that at this point. So what I do is I come and I smoke the bees, and then I pop the entrance reducer off. Entrance reducers have to be off for treatment. You can see the staining there from all the pollen they've been bringing in. And we pull this back, and this is an inner cover where an access hole was drilled, and that keeps the ants out, so there's bees up here patrolling. And I'm gonna peel this off, which is the cover, inner cover, and we'll take a look. So I always like to take a look for the queen, make sure that when I smoke the entrance she hadn't run up out of the way, and this is looking fine. Now this is a colony that what I should have done was put on another box for room and to give them resources for raising more babies, but I had run out of the last yard and I never did get back to put it on. So I'm going to bang these off just in case. I didn't see the queen, but just to make sure, I'll bang it off in front and they'll run in. So these strips, they were put on the colony 17th of September last year. 2 strips were put on. The bees are slowly chewing away at them, but I'm just going to remove the residues now. It composts beautifully. I just set it in the grass in front of the hive. Before midsummer, after some rain, it will have started breaking down, and I've mowed a couple times and they just disappear. So we have some options here. Because this colony is quite strong and the dandelion flow is about to come on, I could put on a queen excluder and a honey super, because I keep honey supers here as well. So I think I'll do that, and then that will give the bees a bit of room to grow. Normally I don't disturb the colonies at all, but I want to take a quick peek. I don't think that they'll be raising queen cells to maturity yet because the drones are not yet sexually mature. I'm going to take a quick look down below. Plus, by hefting it a bit, I get a sense if it's got enough feed. Yeah, this hive is doing quite well. So I'm going to put on the queen excluder and a honey super just to give them some more room. But we'll just set that on there. So I'll tip to make sure the bees go back a little bit. I'll just tip this so you can see that the placement there. Queen excluder goes on. It helps them avoid swarming. Plus, they need somewhere. They're very packed. There's quite a bit of weight in this colony, so they've got nowhere to put any crop that might come in. And so we want to give them some room. Plus, This is foundation boxes that weren't drawn last year. So this will give them a chance to, using dandelion honey, to start drawing some wax. Think of everything we just did to these bees, Emma. We went into the colonies, we didn't pull out frames, we were just checking from the top to make sure they had worker brood, which would tell me that they were queen right. We would bang the queen excluders off out front, we bang the hive covers off out front, and then we put the product on. And the bees have stayed calm throughout. You can see the yard is calm, there's no strange behavior. One reason for that is it is probably now, just below 15 degrees Celsius. So flight's done for the day, the dandelions are closing up, and they're ready to spend the night. Now, most of the varroa kill happens at night. Everybody's home, the bees have full control of the brood rearing zone, and this is when the mites are going to be killed. Often I check the trays when I was running all the studies. I put them on. If I put the strips on, I might check the tray in the evening. There'd be some mites, but not a lot. So the next morning, they'd be covered, sugar-coated, you might say, with those bright red mites that died overnight. So I think the next 24 to 36, 72 hours, we'll see the mites kept under control until the end of summer.